live. We're live on YouTube. We're live on Instagram. We're live on Zoom. We're live on Zoom. I'm going to let y'all see my pretty face. There you are, TJ. Hey, everybody. What is going on? It is day 4. Day 4 of the NoiseMaker Challenge. Give me a few seconds to get this going out to Facebook. And just give me a few seconds, because you know it has to be done in real time. You can't pre-program it. One would think by now, oh crap. Oh, there it is. Like, I don't have water tonight. Everybody, tell me what's been going on. How was everybody's day while I'm getting this all ready to roll? Hi, YouTube. Hi, Instagram. It is TJ Mercer, the Chief Noisemaker of the Media Mavericks Academy, and we're in day 4 of the NoiseMaker Challenge. And if you want to join us to play full out, go to the NoiseMakerChallenge.com, register, and it'll give you the Zoom link where I'm really able to interact with you. And Facebook is taking a minute to find the live thingy or whatever it's doing. So I'm waiting on it to catch up to itself. So with that said, let me check out the chat. Aria says, just finished all but one of my assignments. Will complete the other tomorrow morning. Who else is working on their assignments? Who else is working on their assignments? What is giving you the hiccups, or what has slowed you down? Chidell says, as TD Jakes would say, get ready, get ready, get ready, get ready, get ready. I have no idea why it's taking so long for it to connect to Facebook, but it's still spinning. See, I was ready. I had everything set up and ready to go today, y'all. And for some reason, of course, it ain't trying to let me be great. It's not trying to let me be great. I should go out and come back in, because this is weird. It's just spinning. All right, let me stop it and go try this again. Stop share. All right, let me try this again. This is weird. I may have to boot you guys out, because this... Well, let me try that. Now let's try this. Okay, try this right here. All right, let me go choose where you want to post a video on my timeline. Let's see if it does it this time. It's doing the spinny thingy. I'm sorry, y'all. Y'all know for those of you who normally watch me on Facebook most of the time. Okay, Tish says, I had that happen to me last week and Facebook never connected to my Zoom. So it's a glitch in their connection, I think. Okay, well, if that is the case, we are not going to wait on Facebook Live, because we got stuff to cover. But it says live on Facebook. Have I gone live on Facebook? Has anybody... It says I'm live, but has anybody gone? No, because I couldn't have, because I have not typed in the description. So I couldn't have. So, all right, well, I'll keep an eye on it and see if it ever catches up to itself. But Dr. Lisa says TJ, Mercury is in retrograde, so technology is off center. I'm beginning to believe that, because it's just not connecting at all. It's just still spinning. So with that said, let me see, this is one thing, is not another. First, but what is concerning me though, no, we got to record it here, because I'm like, where is it being recorded? But it's recorded in Zoom, because I want to make sure I send you guys the link. All right, so yeah, we're going to get rolling. Let me make sure I'm sharing the screen on this end. Okay, so y'all should be Zoom should see my screen right about now. Okay. All right, let's get rolling. Who's new here? That's what I should have been asking. Who's new here? Is it anybody's first day? Is it anybody's first day? So then I know kind of how I need to pace. Is it anybody's first day? Okay. Nobody's commenting, so it may not be. So I'm not going to camp out a long time. Okay, Debbie says it's my first day live, but she's been watching the replays. Okay, so Debbie, you know who I am too. So I'm just going to touch on these briefly for the replay people who may see this later, who it might be their first day. So this is a challenge where we are going through showing you that you should be here if you are looking to be somebody's answered prayer or make a bigger impact. Kim Rogers says it's her first day live, but she's been in the group. Good. Hold on. Where did I lose? Okay. And if you are looking, if you have a book of business or brand that you are looking to help get, you want to help people with and get exposure for, you should be in this joint with me. You have reached out to the media, but you got nothing but crickets. That sounds more like Jason. And if you have been burned by a publicist and you feel like you need to take matters into your own hands, you should really hang out with TJ. And so, who is TJ and why should you listen to it? Well, I spent 20 years working on some of the biggest shows on television. This is just a smidgen of my credits, but my credits run the gamut of everything from Extra to Bar Rescue and a whole lot of stuff in between, like Cars, The Incredibles, The Chronicles of Narnia, Shrek, Princess Diaries, LA Hair, My Cat from Hell, pretty much you name it, I've probably touched that genre of television. And then you should listen to me because not only am I seasoned behind the camera, I actually make moves in front of the camera because I've booked myself on outlets all across the country, including, I didn't book myself for this one, but I rocked the interview in such a way that the host never knew that I hadn't written one word of the book that we were talking about yet. He didn't know that until I sent him a copy of the book. And in 1 week, because of the tools and the principles that I teach here and in Media Mavericks Masters, my DIY publicity, I show you how in 1 week, ESPN New Orleans came a knocking, BET Her, what used to be called Centric, came a knocking, and an event to speak at an event for the United Nations came a knocking, all came a knocking in 1 week. I was also the behind-the-scenes producer for Kevin Hart and Tiffany Haddish's upcoming film Night School, as well as the behind-the-scenes producer for the Shaft movie with Sam Jackson and Richard Roundtree. I guess I keep just kind of popping back over to Facebook land to see if it ever connected. And so as a result of what I do, my Mavericks and I are like looking to dominate the media space with all of these logos plus some, and these are logos that we have earned, we have appeared on between myself and my Mavericks. And so you get to actually choose at this point in the game, when you've been introduced to TJ, you get to choose how you're going to continue your path. Are you going to continue making mistakes and blow your first opportunity? Or are you going to hire a publicist at the tune of like $16,000 total by the time you're done with the 3 months? Are you going to take a gamble that they're going to do what they promise? Or are you going to still need media training? Or you're going to actually get some TJ in your life and you can actually do the DIY or work with me 101, where I guarantee you that if I take you on as a client, I'm going to book you 3 times on ABC, NBC, CBS, Fox, or CW. So my promise for this week, I've knocked out half of my promises. So today, I'm going to teach you how to rock the media. Rock is an acronym for Instagram and YouTube. Rock. Reach the right media outlets for your brand. O, obliterate the traditional path to pitching TV producers. Those are the two I'm hitting my promise today. Those are the two we're going to hit my promise today. No, I said I hit half. No, I haven't hit half. I only hit 1. Yeah, okay. I can count. I only hit 1. And then C, crush your media interviews. There's no sense of you getting booked if you don't know how to crush the darn interview. And then K is what we tackled the other night. Kick common publicity mistakes to the curb. That you can do this. You don't need a celebrity. You don't need to be a celebrity. You don't need to be have a publicist. You don't need tons of insider connections. You don't need to have a huge following. And the one insider connection you're spending the week with. So, and I've been dishing yumminess, right, y'all? So, housekeeping. Let me just hit these beats. Broadcasting live unless it goes dark. Tish is handling YouTube. Destiny is over in Instagram. If you have any questions, they can tell you how to direct yourself over to me so that we can engage. But you got to be registered in the NoiseMakerChallenge.com to receive your homework assignments so you can qualify for the $3,500 scholarship, the scholarship valued at $3,500 for enrollment into Media Mavericks Masters. Let me see. I don't think, we don't have audio tonight, so I'm going to turn this down so y'all don't keep hearing the buzzing. Okay, so if you're having problems following the getting the emails, search your emails for coaching at ICMeOnTV.com. I'm telling you, this is very important. Coaching at ICMeOnTV.com is best to go ahead and create a contact for that so that the email system knows that you want to hear from TJ. Otherwise, go look in your junk mail, your spam, your Gmail promotions folder, and find me and get me out of the trash because I don't belong there. All your homework has to be on the assigned threads. Still looping. All your homework has to be on the assigned threads by Saturday, August 4th at 11:59 p.m. PST. Gotcha, Tish. And so, no exceptions. Got to be on the thread. And Tina, who's keeping up with the homework, she's going to look at the timestamp. It's got to be 11:59 p.m. Okay. So the hashtags for the week is I am a noisemaker and noisemaker challenge and hashtag level up. That is what we're doing this week. The drawing will be Sunday, August 5th at 2:15 p.m. 2:15. Note the time change because I think on our first day I said 5:15. But note the time change, 2:15 p.m., 4:15 p.m. CST, 5:15 p.m. EST, okay? And tonight, every night, I give away an I Am a Noisemaker shirt at random times. You got to be on live. And tonight I'm going to give two. I wonder who I'm going to get that first one to. I already know. And if you have any tech difficulties, hit up helpme@MediaMavericks.tv. That's helpme@MediaMavericks.tv. And you should keep a running list of questions because at some point I'm going to do some hot seats. You can answer questions. You can ask me questions. So just keep a list of questions so that if there's time, it won't be tonight because I just try to give y'all content because you can't say that I wasted your time. You will not. Those of you who keep showing up, you cannot say that I'm wasting your time. All right, so we're gonna do a live winner at some point. I want 2 people. Put your clothes on. 2 people. Put your clothes on for our aha moment, and then we're gonna hit on the eye of noise, which is investigate the landscape. And we have Maverick Spotlight tonight, which is Dr. Sandra Dalton Smith. I love her, and I'm gonna tell you how to get some TJ in your life. Because this ain't the be all end all. And then I'm gonna hit you with the homework assignment. So let's see. Right now. And I saw him log in. And if Mache is still here, Mache, you get the I Am a Noisemaker shirt for the first one tonight. Mache, you still here? Yep, there he is, because I only saw your Beast Declaration video. Yours was the only person that tagged me. It's the only one that I saw. So just for going beast mode and not letting a day pass, I think you are a certified, bona fide, I christen you Noisemaker of the day for Wednesday, day 4. So everybody say, go, Mache, go, Mache, go. Go, Mache, go, Mache, go. So I was really impressed with that you went beast mode and all the rest of your. So now I need you to hype up your other noisemakers to make sure they get this work done. because they're not going to make any moves and serve nobody if they're not out there making noise. So I appreciated that you did that. You got in there and did the homework. All right. Who has, Michelle, DM Tish to so she can send you the link to get your email, your shipping address. All right. Romonica says, how do we tag you? I can't friend you. So are you only allowed to tag me if we're friends? If so, if that is the case, then tag Media Mavericks Academy, which is what Michelle did. Tag Media Mavericks Academy. Michelle Tish says your link is already in your inbox. All right, so who wants to come on for their aha moment? Who wants to come on for their aha moment? Rhonda says she will. Okay, while I'm bringing on Rhonda, because y'all know I hadn't quite mastered this part. While I'm bringing on Rhonda, Tish, keep an eye out on who's the second person. Okay. All right. Okay, and then I'm supposed to go down. Denise, are you here? I don't see the more anymore. Wait, hold on. Okay, no, there it is. Got it. Allow panelists to start video. And then, Rhonda, you're going to have to say something so that we know we're getting your audio. Say something. Rhonda, can you hear me? Can you hear me? What am I doing wrong? She's not on mute. Rhonda, can you hear me? Can somebody type in the chat, if Rhonda's talking, y'all can hear her? Oh, wait, I can't hear her. I think because, oh. All right. Okay.
Oh, wow. My camera is so fuzzy.
It's dirty. That's why.
I know, because I had to use my phone.
Okay, so wait. Teachable moment, because this irks me. And if y'all have ever followed me and I do my video, y'all know I will stop down and clean my camera. So here's what people don't realize. When you're talking on your phone to your ear, your selfie camera is getting oily and dirty. That's what's creating, oh, that's much better. That's what's creating the fuzz. So let me just put this out here. I don't want to see not near one noisemaker put a video out there and it's fuzzy. There's no excuse, because I understand some people ain't thinking about that, like, oh, that's what's happening. Clean your lens so we can see your pretty face. Okay, Rhonda, I'm listening to you, and I'm going back out to see if I can get the Facebook thing to move. So go ahead, let me hear you.
Okay, first off, I want to say, duly noted. I got that note. I will incorporate it. It will be my aha for tonight. But last night's aha was when you said that people are losing sleep over what you can do in your sleep.
Uh-huh.
And when you said it's not about you, boo. So really, I talk about stepping outside of.
Uh-oh, she got muted somehow. There you go.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay. I talk about stepping outside of comfort zones, and I realized that I have been stepping inside of one and gotten way too comfortable. And so the people are losing sleep really put the onus on me to really do that thing that I was meant to do. So that was my aha for last night. That kind of shook me all through.
That clicked.
Tonight.
It really clicked. Anybody else? Because usually that's why I was very strategic about telling y'all we need to go longer, because some things I knew I said somebody has never said it to you in the way I was going to put it. And for some of you, you've never really been given permission to own your genius. So I couldn't just keep telling you to own your genius without taking you back to walk with me how I came to own my genius. And then that way now you're equipped, Rhonda, to then go out and help other people own their genius. So it's a domino effect. This is a ripple effect. This is why I had to come to terms with it ain't about you, boo. Get over yourself. And my team is known, especially Reneka is known, when I get like, I don't feel like it, I don't want to go live, I don't want to talk to nobody. Reneka's like, it ain't about you, boo. They need to hear from you. So good. I'm glad you got that. I'm glad you
Yes.
got it.
Thank you.
Okay.
So now it's
Who else? Tish, did anybody else? Thanks, Rhonda. Anybody else? Out of all the people on here, don't nobody have any other aha moment they want to share, really? Okay, who is that? Is that Myra? Okay, so let me go to Myra. Okay. There, Myra. Okay, Myra. I should wait. Can I see you? Yeah, you should be able to start your video now. You should be able to start your video. Can you talk? Could it?
Look, there we go.
Okay. There we go. Hi, gorgeous. Oh, her face beat, y'all. Look. Her face is beat. She came camera ready. Talk about, I'm going to have some clothes on. No, I'm going to have clothes on and face. All right, I hear you.
And I cleaned my camera. I was like, wait a minute.
Okay, wait. Okay, so here, wait. So here, wait, Myra, wait. So here's gonna be what a noisemaker thing is gonna do. When y'all keep each other accountable and y'all see some fuzzy lenses, you gonna type in the comments #clean your lens. That's gonna be, we know you are a noisemaker if we see clean your lens. #clean your lens.
Lens. I love that.
All right, go ahead.
Clean that lens. So my aha, it was perfect. Moving from I'm just to I must.
Ah, that was good, huh? That was one of them God touches. I was like, TJ, you ain't that smart with that one. That was a straight God download.
I was like, I wrote it down. That ended up on the post-it on the wall.
Oh, did you give me my credit? Did you put TJ Mercer though? Did you give me my credit?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
I want my credit.
When I quote you, I'm gonna be
I want my credit.
when I quote you, I'm gonna be like, TJ Mercer said this. Move from I'm just to I must. I was like, that's it right there. That is it.
Anybody else that resonated with where you realized that you were downgrading your value and you needed to let go of, or I'm just a mom, or I'm just a great daughter, or I'm just good at hospitality, or I'm just good at cleaning. Let me tell you something. I hate cleaning with a passion. My cleaning lady, y'all say prayer for her because I've lost her for a while because she had a stroke. But let me tell you something. That lady loves to clean to the point she keeps me out of my house. Now, here's the thing. I need her. I need structure. I need order. So she's not a just to me. She is a must. I can't function. I am out of sorts right now because she is battling and she's going through. So please say a prayer for her daughter who happens to be a dear friend. But that's how I know she's valuable. So I won't ever let someone downplay something that I need. Because, I mean, you think about it. If one little tiny bit work off your car, and we've seen it in the news, if a part break off on your car, that can cause a major accident. So it wasn't no just. Yeah. So I'm glad that y'all caught that. That makes me happy that y'all caught that. So good. Anything else, Myra?
It resonated especially because when I sent my question to my 3 friends, the thing that I was saying that I'm just was the stuff that they were coming back going, and you do this, and you do this, and you do this.
Hands up, hands up.
I was like, oh my God.
Yes. Did anybody else have that experience where when they asked their 3 friends, that just is the thing that they appreciate about you, that they notice about you? Oh, that was good. Yeah. I'm glad you got that.
Yeah, it was like, come on, light bulb.
Yep.
Get the light bulb and move in it. And then when someone messaged me today, and this was just out the blue, they were like, this is what I need. And it was that thing.
Yup.
And I was like, okay, you know what, God, I'm just not anymore. Okay.
Yup.
I got it. I got it. So yeah, it was like super light bulb moment, resonating, all of that.
Yep.
So I appreciate it.
Yeah. See, I told y'all. Like, I had to force you out for somebody else to see. Erica says she is cute. That's what Erica said.
Thank you.
But that's why I wanted to force you out to ask people. Some of you have never been like gone to your friends like, you know, what's good about me? What is it that you like about me? What do you appreciate about me? And so then now you have a different kind of gratitude for yourself and the appreciation of your friends' gifts and talents that they actually breathe into your life. So good. I'm glad y'all got the whole point. So yay! Thanks, Myra.
Yay! All right, thank you.
Okay. All right. Yay! I love hearing y'all ahas. I really do. Okay, so let me get back to my screen. All right, so here's what we're going to hit today. I'm coming hard for the tech now. We got into some of the heart space. Yesterday it was all about, I forgot what I was doing. Yesterday it was all about, what was it all about? Yesterday it was all about getting you to find your voice and be effective. That's what it was, because I laid the foundation that if you didn't get that part, that golden, that yummy part, it was not going to do you any good. I'm really bothered that the Facebook people can't join in. Hold on, let me see if I just go live directly from my computer. Because I'm really bothered. I don't want them to miss this. Bear with me, guys. So if I can just go straight from this computer to, because that bothers me. Because I don't want them to miss. Okay. So, hold on. I can't. So, bear with me, guys. What's today? What are we talking about today? Investigate the landscape. Okay, so at least they getting something. Let me clean my lens. Okay, lens clean. Okay, so let me just say something to Facebook, y'all. So Facebook, listen. For some reason, Zoom is not wouldn't let me come to you. So you're coming in a little late. We ain't really gotten into the meat yet, so you're not gonna be that late. I apologize, but for whatever reason, it was not connecting. So sorry, I did the best I could there. So, all right, so let's get back to it. But you haven't missed really what we're talking about today. So don't worry. You haven't missed what we're talking about today. All right. Zoom, thanks for being patient and not letting me leave out the Facebook people. Y'all are kind. You is kind. You is smart. Okay. So we're going to hit on Dream National, Be a Guest, and Newsjacking. If you're new to newsjacking, you are going to be in for a treat, because this is the one secret. Especially when we get to that part, because it will change the game, and I got the receipts to back that up. So remember that this is a space where we have nothing to hide, nothing to protect, nothing to prove, nothing to defend, because this is a space where you get to take your cape off. I get to be the expert. You get to take your cape off. I get to be the expert. I get to pour into you. All right. So yesterday we hit on owning your genius. That's what Myra was talking about. Eliminating the just and embracing your must. We talked about finding your voice, how to do that. Finding your voice. Vacate the condo of comparison. Stop looking at social media highlights and thinking that's the whole book. You looking at the trailer of their life. You're not looking at the actual film. Own your mistakes. That is the beginning of you really serving people. I built Mavericks based on mistakes that I made, how I blew pitches and still got booked. Institute quiet time. You got to get quiet to be with your father, or the universe, or whatever settles your mind. You have to. Now I can actually. Y'all remind me if I bring somebody on camera and my audio's still down, so that this can stop buzzing for y'all. Okay. So then conclude. It ain't about you, boo. This ain't about you. It ain't about you. On Facebook, if you want to be a part of the engagement of the challenge, you have to go to the NoiseMakerChallenge.com and register. And then finally, the E of what Myra said, eliminate the just and embrace your must. You are not just this. You are not just a mom, a sister, an employee. You have gifts and talents inside of you that people need, and so you must embrace your must. And then after all of that, we walk through that ain't nobody coming through and just deeming you an expert. You have to own your genius, let it be backed up by your expertise, your education, your life experience, whatever that is. Own that genius and become the expert. And then we talked about how you drill down that genius in an interview. And genius is simply give essential nuggets, insights, uses, and systems. That is what, when you're doing a media interview, that's what you're drilling down your sound bites to be, where you're giving essential nuggets, insights, uses, and systems. All right, day 4. Day 4, investigate the landscape. This is the beginning of really where you're going to start looking at where you belong. And so you want to dream national and act local. On one of the earlier assignments, I asked you to list your dream shows. Many of you listed shows that you just are not a fit for, not as an expert, not as to be featured. It's very rare that you're going to be a relationship expert and you're going to land on Steve Harvey. Because pretty much Steve Harvey is the relationship expert in his lane. Some of you talked about you want to go on Ellen and talk about your book. I ain't saying it's not going to happen, but I'm saying that the likelihood is slim to none, or is unless it's a God-ordained appearance, because Ellen is a celebrity-driven show. It is a celebrity-driven show. So, or in cases where you're being honored with something, community service-driven that you do, or if you've done something and gone viral. Let me see if I can fix the view so y'all can see more of, how about that? But it is a celebrity-driven show. M Style says, love the candor you are bringing right now. Yes, because there's no sense of giving you, dreams out there. And I'm like, okay, you ain't going to end up there. That's not going to where you're going to be. So you're going to have to dream national and act local. Now, here's the other side of that. Here's the other side. When you're looking to go on national shows and be on the show as an expert, the chances are, shoot, I still forgot to add this one slide in so you can see for yourself, but I believe y'all trust me, so you'll take my word for it. So the chances of you going on a national show as the expert without having local experience to show that you can actually handle being on a national level are slim to none. They're going to want to see. Mache says, right, I said Jimmy Fallon, and then I thought that he has all. Very good, Mache. You're getting it. You're thinking, because the goal for this is for you to start watching television differently. So they're going to ask you local, and I had a screenshot of the email. So I pitched one of my VIP clients for a national show. The very first response from the producer was, has she done other appearances? Fortunately, she was my client, so I'd already booked her. So she had done several media interviews, so I could fire those off immediately. But do you get what I'm saying? That was the first thing. Dang it, I can't believe I keep forgetting to put that slide in there. Reneka, please remind me to add this slide into my deck, because I keep forgetting that. I've been meaning to do it. So that I want people to see it for themselves, that it's just not me making it up. But y'all trust me, I've earned your trust, right? I ain't gonna tell you something, I'm always come with receipts. So when you're looking at local though, here's how you look at it. Good Morning America feeds into ABC, right? The Today Show feeds into NBC. CBS Morning feeds into CBS. Fox doesn't really have a national show. So, but it has like the Good Day LAs, those kind of things, the Good Day, I forget what they're called in every market, but you have those in every city. And you have the CW affiliate. Oh, Rhonda says, we trust you. Yay, Rhonda. Thank you. So what you want to do is you want to start looking at pitching yourselves in the ABC, the NBC, the CBS, and the Fox affiliate, because they usually have morning shows that come on right before the national show. And here's the thing. You want to actually, we talked about earlier in the week, go for the logos. Remember I told y'all that in week one, day one or day two, I forget. Go for the logos. This is how I'm showing you the how. So even when you're going for the logos, you don't want to start, if you've never done television, this is for television. Now, mind you, everything I teach in Media Mavericks is coming from a TV perspective, because that's where I spent the bulk of my time, but it definitely can be translated to radio, podcast, print. So just track it with me. If you have never done television, a television interview is 3 to 5 minutes. I've done about 7 tops when it's on a major network. You don't want to be making your mistake in higher markets. So I don't allow any of my Mavericks to start in markets. If they've never done television, they don't get to start in markets higher than market 31. They have to start in the lower markets. Why? Because you don't want to blow it. You want to make your mistakes in Biloxi, Mississippi, Albuquerque, New Mexico. You want to make your mistakes in Timbuktu, wherever. You want to make your mistakes there, because here is the thing. Okay, Rhonda, good question. Market 31. Good. Thanks for slowing me down, Rhonda. So New York is number 1. LA is number 2. Chicago's 3. Philly is 4. Dallas is 5. So on and so on and so on and so on. It's not because they're better. It's because they're just bigger based on the size. So you want to start in the lower markets, because here's the thing. Here's the sweet sauce. Here's the yumminess. It doesn't matter if you do Biloxi, NBC, or NBC, New York. You still have earned that logo as seen on NBC. So you've gotten the experience, you've got some exposure, and you've gotten the logo. Are y'all with me? Y'all feeling that? That was good. Okay, I'm liking that my chat is going up. That was good. That was good. But wait, I ain't done. So, but you got that part. You dream national, act local. Now, sweet sauce number 2. You want to be a guest. And I still don't know those words. But if you've got children, I'm sure you do know those words. Be a guest first. Meaning, if you go to any national show site, pretty much, that has, people coming on and being featured. Y'all saw Dr. Alley. Remember day 1, Dr. Alley ended up being on Good Morning America, similar to something like this. But if you go to the national show websites, and it's going to say be on the show. You go to that link, and it's going to tell you what they're looking for. So in this case, I can't read the screen anymore because I'm on my laptop. But in this case, they're looking for all sorts of things. So what if they're looking for, are you newly divorced and single and ready to mingle? Have you lost your hair due to, whatever the subject matter is of the show that they're building. You want to apply for that. Aria says if you go to what website? The show's website. So this is Dr. Oz's website on the left. This is Steve Harvey's site on the right. Okay? But The Real has one. I think Rachel Ray has them. Pretty much every national show has these. You just have to look. And you want to go in, because when it comes to developing the segment, you're in direct contact with that producer for sometimes 3 months. So when Madison, my mini Maverick, went on Steve Harvey, they reached out. It was like a 3-month period of them talking and getting to know and crafting the segment. And what is happening during that window? A relationship is developing, YouTube. Instagram, a relationship is developing. So you get close to the producers because you're going on as, have you lost, 100 pounds in the last 3 months, whatever it is. And so then when you actually, Rhonda says, ooh, that's good, would have never, that's why I'm a media maverick, Rhonda. Come on now. That's why you camping out with me. So you made me lose my train of thought. What was I saying? What was I saying? Now, Rhonda, you made me lose my train of thought. What was I getting ready to tell y'all? It was something about, you go to say, oh, okay. So then what's happening is thank you, Jennifer. You're building a relationship and you're getting close. So then you're getting close enough to where you can pitch your expertise to the producers. Now, if you don't believe that it works, watch. This is Tara Kennedy Klein. She is an in-your-face bomb parenting expert. I love me some Tara Kennedy Klein. And she's a maverick, and she applied for Dr. Oz for moms who lose weight on vacation. I don't know why I got an apostrophe there, but I know better. Moms, Renee, remind me to fix that slide too. Moms who lose weight while on vacation. I don't know how she manages to do that, but she does. So she landed on the show and she told me, and I told her, listen, here's what I want you to do. I want you to pitch a new segment called Unplugged from Technology. And when you're going back to the green room, ask if you can, have a conversation, tell them what you're thinking. And they loved it. They loved the segment idea. I mean, I broke it down and told her exactly what she was going to do. So, unfortunately, they were going on hiatus right around her segment time. And so they were going to be apart, but she got scared and didn't keep that relationship flowing. She got busy. She got scared. Something happened. And she didn't do the segment. So maybe a month or so later, I was coming in the house and Access Hollywood Live was on my big TV screen. And I just happened to look up and guess what they were talking about? How to get your kids to unplug from technology. The exact segment I told her to pitch. I know what I'm doing. I suck at a lot of things, but media ain't one. So, being the lack of humility person I can be sometimes, I then go in our private Maverick Facebook group. I take a screenshot. And I tell her, dear Miss Tara, guess what this is a screenshot of? And I told her. But here's what I knew. I knew Tara could handle it, and I knew she would use that as motivation to make sure that would not happen again. Because she got to see firsthand that segment was bomb. That segment was legit. So when I put Newsjack alerts, which we're going to get into, when I put Newsjack alerts out there for y'all, listen to TJ, I know what I'm talking about. I know what they're looking for. Plus, I'm still connected to my Hollywood friends. So sometimes I'll run stuff by them, like, what you think about this? Oh, yeah, TJ, that's good. So, how about you like that little secret, huh? How about that little secret? What you think of that? What you think of that little secret? All right, tell me, between those two, tell me which one were you like, oh yeah, I'm getting ready to beast mode on this. Whether it's I'm going to make sure I start looking at local outlets so I can go for the logos. I'm a dream national, but I'm gonna act local. Or that secret sauce of be a guest first. Which one? Renee says she likes be a guest. Isabella likes be a guest. Dr. Lisa, local first, be a guest. Alana says be a guest. Rhonda, dream national, act local. Oh, Jennifer says already researching local. Okay, cool. All right, Tish, you're up. Choose me one. And they get the second I am a noisemaker shirt of the day. Choose me one. All right, so last thing I want to touch on before we bring it, let me make sure, I'm assuming they always are here, but Dr. Sandra is here, right? Dr. Sandra, say here in the chat for me, because you're coming up after I walk them through newsjacking. All right? Dr. Sandra says she's here. Told y'all. Newsjacking. Newsjacking is the process by which you inject your, got it, Tish? Process by which you inject your ideas or angles into, for some reason I can't see it in my, okay, I got the name on my watch. Process by which you inject your ideas or angles. Oops, I didn't mean to change the angle for y'all. Facebook, YouTube, Instagram. To interact, to be eligible to win one of the I Am a Noisemaker shirts, you have to be over in the Zoom at NoiseMakerChallenge.com, NoiseMakerChallenge.com, or Tish, place the link wherever you can. Go ahead and give them the link so they can come in. But to qualify for the full scholarship, you have to be registered at the NoiseMakerChallenge.com. So the process by which you inject your ideas or angles into breaking news in real time in order to generate media coverage for yourself or your business. Newsjacking is not a TJ term. I don't take credit for nobody's work. I create enough genius that I can create my own stuff. That's why when Myra quotes me, she's gonna make sure she give me credit for my quote, because I'm smart. But it's a man named David Meerman Scott. Now, what I will do is take that and translate it into something that's more palatable for me, and just change it into butt into the dang conversation and let folks know how beast you are. Amber says, oh my God, I'm sorry it's so late. Going to have to catch the archive as far as I missed. Took a long time to find the link. Why did it take a long time to find the link? It was in the group? What happened, Amber? But butt into the dangle conversation and let folks know how beast you are. That is essentially what newsjacking is. Michelle says, I just don't see a lot that my lane works with. When I see it, I jump. Maybe I'm not plugged into media enough. All right, Michelle, remind me to give you an example that just came to me instantly for you. Come on, baby. You just got to be thinking. But this is the part this is why I put those news jacks out there. So you can start thinking and positioning yourself to butt into the conversation and see how beast you are. So this is Nancy Summers. She's a service dog expert. Nancy, early on, I think she was in the first round of Mavericks, I believe. Early on, she started creating dialogue about how people are abusing having service dogs and, buying these things. I didn't know this, but buying these collars or whatever, these certified dog tags or whatever, and when their dogs are really not certified to be a service dog. And it had frustrated her because she suffers from PTSD, and it's giving, service dogs a bad name. These people just bringing in regular dogs. They're not trained. They're biting people. And so she ended up writing something. I forget what it was now, but it ended up landing her in Huffington Post because she knew, I forget what had happened. A service dog had bit somebody on the plane or something like that. April Beverly, she's a word stylist. Some of you have heard me give this example of when Kanye West took to Twitter to write up and ask Mark Zuckerberg, the creator of Facebook, to help him with his debt. April wrote an article for Huffington Post and landed on HuffPost Business about a lesson from Kanye West on how not to sell. She then turned around and got herself booked on WHUR in Washington, D.C., which is the #9 market. And she talked about when Melania Trump was accused of plagiarizing Michelle Obama's convention speech. That's a news jack. Shauna Payne, she's a hairstylist. I just want to give you a broad view of how this looks. Shauna Payne is a hairstylist. When Kim Kardashian came out with what everybody was calling boxer braids, and black women all over the world were like, honey, go sit down somewhere and just chill, because that's cornrows. We've been rocking that all our lives. Come on now, that ain't nothing new. I was like, don't get mad though. Pitch. So she messed around and got herself booked on how to rock the Kim Kardashian look. Okay, wait, there's another rapper moment. I should be a rapper. She got herself booked on the how to rock the Kim Kardashian look. Be a rapper when I grow up. And she ended up landing on Fox in St. Louis. Sade said, don't get mad, pitch. I know, what was that President Obama said? Don't get mad, vote. Don't know, he said don't boo. That's what he said. He said don't boo. I'm saying don't get mad, pitch. All right. Kim Walsh Phillips. She's a digital marketing strategist. And she's actually one of my VIP clients. And during the election with now President Trump and Hillary, she got on both email lists because she wanted to see who was the better marketer. And she wanted to study their marketing. So when I took that and President Trump won, I took that and pitched a segment around how to market like President Trump or something like that. I forget what I actually pitched her. She got booked on CBS, Fox, and ABC. That one pitch. That one pitch. Newsjacking. Newsjacking works. Somebody type in the chat. Newsjacking works. It works. It can really propel you to the next level. This is another VIP client of mine, Stephanie Chung. Stephanie is a executive business coach, and she primarily works with women. And when President Trump met with Prime Minister Justin Trudeau early in the presidency, they had a summit about women in the workplace. And I sent out a pitch on how women can shatter the glass ceiling in a Trump presidency. And as a result, she got booked on ABC, CBS, and NBC, I believe. That pitch. Am I giving you, are you thinking now? Are you really kind of seeing how newsjacking works? And don't worry, if you go, type this in the chat, Tish, Nate, one of y'all. I wrote a whole 20-minute read book to break down this. IamANoisemaker.com is where you can go to get the book for free, called Newsjacking 101. If you don't already have it, it will take you less time to read the book than it will take you trying to get your toddler in the bed. So go to IamANoisemaker.com and get Newsjacking 101 because I give tons of examples. This is Nikisha Michelle. She's a relationship coach. When what's his name? Tiger. When Tiger Woods got caught in that scandal where, he was caught cheating and all of that, it came out he was a sex addict. She actually pitched initially and wrote a blog. It was a blog. She wrote a blog about who are these women that he's getting away to cheat with and what does it say about them. That thing went just viral. And so she started getting requests from all sorts of media to do media. Still later, years later, she found out she had been quoted in Redbook and didn't even know. Why? How did she find out? Because she has Google alerts set for her name. So anytime her name is mentioned and it comes up in Google, it alerts her. That's how she figured out that she now can add Redbook as a feature. How did they find her? She wrote a blog. Now, here's some sweet sauce for you. You want the sweet sauce? I'm going to tell you. When journalists are looking to write a story, the first paragraph is the who, what, when, where, why. That's the first paragraph. Second paragraph is all the extra. That's where the relationship stuff, the expert stuff starts showing up. That's where you want to get. That's how she ended up with Redbook. And so now she could develop a relationship, and when she sees who wrote it, send them a thank you for featuring her, whatever that is, and can start a relationship and pitch them some other things. Are you getting that newsjacking works? Why do y'all think I play hard in the paint on this? And I'm always putting newsjack alerts out there. And then if it's a really, really super duper yummy one, I'll fire off an email in the middle of the night so that y'all won't miss these opportunities. I think this was what was featured in Redbook. Every couple has inside jokes. And if your partner stops laughing or even seems to be annoyed by them, that may be a sign of cheating. Certified matchmaker and owner of, mind you, they didn't reach out to get her approval. They didn't reach out. It was on her blog. It was public. So it's fair game. How many of y'all would love to be featured in articles that you didn't even know that you were being featured until Google alert let you know? That you making so much noise that that's what's happening for you. Another example, Dr. Samantha. I can never pronounce this woman's name, but she is the sweetest woman. And Dr. Samantha did a segment around when the NFL came out about players and their concussions. That was Dr. Samantha. She ended up pitching. That's Dr. Sam. Concussions. She was talking about brain injury, and she was really talking about, is it safe to let your children play sports at such an early age, contact sports at an early age? She newsjacked. That's a newsjack. You getting it? All right. This one, this was all me, baby. This was all me. So this is Deshaun, who y'all will meet tomorrow. Deshaun is one of my VIP Mavericks. And on the VIP level, that's where I guarantee you that if I take you on, I'm going to book you on ABC, NBC, CBS, Fox, CW at least 3 times, and I'll teach you how to crush the interview. So Deshaun, when I was in pitching season for her, it was right around Black Panther. For those of you who saw Black Panther, and for those of you who didn't, it's not a spoiler, but for those of you who saw it, the scene in which the Wakanda warrior with the bald head, she's a hair loss specialist. She's committed to, helping people with hair loss. So that scene where the warriors went in with Lupita and Black Panther to blend in, and the warrior put on a wig, but when it was time to fight and do battle, I can't never pronounce that, Mache. I can't ever pronounce it, so I don't even try. You knew what I was saying with the Wakanda warrior. So when it got time to fight and she ripped that wig off, I ripped off a newsjack and wrote, Wakanda warriors are ripping their wigs off by choice, but 46 million women have to wear wigs by force. Baby, that one pitch just fired it off. That one pitch. ABC, CBS, Fox, and NBC. It was the first time I had done that off of one pitch. Boom! 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 Told y'all I suck at a lot of things, but media ain't one. But are you getting it for yourself? Are you getting how newsjacking can blow you up? Can get you massive exposure from one pitch? Got it? Melissa says she hit us with the triple boom. Yes! Because I love this stuff. I love when you get it and you actually implement it because it works. All right. So I'm bringing you on to a woman, which is the perfect segue. Let me stop sharing. My girl, Dr. Sandra. Because Dr. Sandra saw some massive results with newsjacking. And I'm going to bring her on. And I'm going to let her tell you how dope she went with it. Dr. Sandra, can you talk? Can you hear? Dr. Sandra. Oh, y'all supposed to remind me. Wait. Okay. Yes. Hello? I can hear you now. Can y'all hear her? Let me see. Can you hear her? Yes. Okay. All right. So this is my Dr. Sandra. And I'm very proud of her because girlfriend went hard in the paint in her Mavericks program. So Dr. Sandra, give them a little backstory with you.
Well, I started off, I had a book that was coming out, so I knew I wanted to get as much information out there into the media as I could.
You started off in the challenge, didn't you? You started off in the challenge. Yeah, you started off in the challenge, right?
I was asking a friend of mine about who they knew as a publicist, who would they recommend, and someone had mentioned you, and so it happened to be at the time that the new NoiseMaker challenge was coming out. So I, just like everybody else, I signed up for the Zoom. It was on every night, every day, looking at it, trying to make the decision whether or not to take the job. But honestly, I jumped on the first day. I jumped on Sunday night because I don't know what it was exactly that you said, but it was something along the lines of you have a responsibility to make some noise, and that there are people out there who need what you have, and that you're basically not helping them because you're standing behind your fears. You're not allowing yourself to step out. And a scripture that I'd always been holding on to is that your gift would make room for you.
Yeah.
And what hit me during that time was it will make room for you if you push the boundaries. And I wasn't pushing the boundary. I was staying safely tucked into my little bubble, and I felt like TJ went in there and snatched me up.
Anybody else feel snatched out of that bubble? Type in the chat. Anybody else feel snatched out of their bubble? Go ahead, Dr. Sandra.
So went ahead and signed up, got started with the challenge, and did as much as I could with that. But then when the program really started, that's what really hit with me, because it was so in-depth. You get such awesome information during this portion of it, but we go deep when we're all one-on-one. Our group of, I think there was maybe 20 of us or 30 of us at that time. You really just get this full picture of how to do it. And that was one of my big questions was, am I going to be able to do this? I mean, I work full-time. Am I going to be able to really do this DIY program and have it work? And I was blown away. Blown away.
Now tell them the thing that when I do this where I don't have you, I always play the testimonial, because you had never told me this. Tell them that thing that you gave me goosebumps, that I was like, what? Yes, I'm the bomb.
Yeah, I had a publicist assigned to me. So I had for months a publicist working on trying to get me into TV and radio and podcasts. And for months, nothing. We did not have a single bite, a single pitch went through, nothing. And so then while we had just finished up the Media Matters program, I went ahead and I started looking at it. We go through the times when we put it up there and everybody in the group takes a look at it and tweaks it to get the best pitch we can. So I said, you know what, I'm going to send this thing out. And I sent it out to everybody, radio, podcast, TV. I wasn't picky. I wanted something to happen. And within about a 2 to 3 week period, I had already booked like 5 or 6 different segments, TV, radio, podcast. I mean, it was amazing how quickly it hit. And I think I wrote you and told you after one of the TV shows that I ended up doing, I got a phone call about a last minute guest they needed for a live audience, that they were going to actually give my book to the audience. And I thought to myself, TJ always says, Mavericks get invited back.
Yes!
Huge invite back.
Yes! Mavericks get invited. That still gives me chills, because she had a publicist for 4 months, because her publisher had assigned her a publicist. She had it for 4 months, nothing. Did Media Mavericks Masters, got in there and went beast mode, and 6 times in 2 weeks. Boom, boom, boom. Now, boom. Tell them, Dr. Sandra, though, about that news jack that you ended up kind of telling me about, that it was like massive. Tell them about that.
That was crazy. It ended up being, it was around the time when all the flu virus and all of this stuff was coming out. Someone had mentioned something about, just putting your piece together about what you feel about the flu. I did some kind of little quick Facebook thing about the flu. I mean, honestly, I wasn't really thinking about it. I was just making some noise, putting out there what I knew to try to help who I could.
Hold on. Don't, whoa, hold on. I want y'all to catch what she said. She wasn't even really thinking about it. Didn't we talk about that? We talked about that yesterday. That people are losing sleep over what you can do in your sleep. You're devaluing your expertise and not thinking anything of it. I'm guilty of it too. Reneka has to do, I'm like, Reneka, I'm supposed to talk about that. And I'm like, you want me to talk about that? That ain't really, and it ends up being a video that just blows up because I'm so close. I remember I did a video where I dissected the Starbucks CEO's interview. And that Facebook thread just blew up because I was like, I do this all day. This is what I do with my Mavericks when I dissect their interview. We devalue our expertise. Now, listen to what happened from that little snippet of her devaluing her expertise, not really thinking of it. Look at what happened. Look at how many people she helped.
Yeah, I went ahead and I put it on Facebook, and I put it on, closed it up, and went about my business. I was working still. Mm-hmm. By the end
so let's qualify. She's a medical doctor. She's a medical doctor. I don't think I set that up. She's an MD. So that's what she's working. So she's saving lives. She ain't saving,
I went back to work. I went back to work. I typed in a little thing about the flu. I had my little rant because there were things I didn't like that people were doing that were making other people sick. And so I put that on there, closed it up, went back to work. By the time it was all said and done, there was like 52,000 shares.
Hold on. I was going to say that again. She didn't say 52. She said 52,000
shares. And I ended up redirecting that post because when that happened, it was unbelievable. And it wasn't like all in one day. This was like my husband and I were sitting there watching this thing blow up. It was like each hour they were adding thousands of shares to it. It was just phenomenal.
And it's probably more.
Making a blog post out of it to direct them back to my website.
Hold on. Wait. Hold on. It's probably more because it was 52,000 that you saw. You didn't see the rest of the people who shared and the people who shared and then the people who shared. You just counted your 52,000 that you could track. So you probably helped exponentially more people. Keep going. You put it on the blog, and what else happened? Tell them what else happened.
Put it on the blog, and then about maybe 2 days later, got a phone call from Atlanta, a guy who was doing the news, who needed a quick resource. And on my website, I have my phone numbers and all of that. And so without even trying to pitch the media found me because so many people were sharing it.
Mm-hmm. So wait a minute, but you skipped over the part about what happened on your website that you told me. Remember what happened on your website with that blog?
Oh, about as far as the number of people signing up for that?
And the traffic that came to your website.
Oh my God, the traffic to the website was ridiculous. Because what I did was after we got so many shares, Facebook allows you to go back in and you can insert a link. So I did a blog post that included kind of an elaborated version of my little Facebook post that I did, and I gave a lot more information. And so I put that link in there. So all those 52,000 people who shared it were then sharing my link, which then people would actually click on it to take a look to see what else I was saying, what else I was doing.
And you told me how many people hit your site in one day?
Oh my God, I can't even remember now. It crashed the site.
I remember I remember because I write that stuff down. It was 10,000.
Oh yeah, it was
10,000 hits to her site.
Ridiculous.
Now, put that in perspective. It was 10,000 hits to her website. Probably, I would, on the conservative end, say 150,000 shares. Let's just say 3 people share. So 150,000 shares off of a Newsjack post that she wasn't even really trying. She was just sharing her expertise.
And that's just like today. I was sitting in the middle of a conference.
Oh, did you see my comment?
I saw your comment.
So tell them what you wrote and then tell them what I said.
I was sitting in the middle of a conference and I typed a quick Facebook post just to share what I was learning in this conference. And so already like 50 people had shared it after like a couple of hours. And of course, TJ goes on and says, now with all these people sharing, you know what you need to do with this. You know you need to pitch this, right?
No, I didn't tell you. I didn't say what you did. I said, reading this post with the information that's in it and the amount of shares, what word would your media coach say? You knew.
As pitch.
Exactly.
And that's what I typed back to her.
Yes, I haven't seen a response. Yes. But okay, so now with all of that, Dr. Sandra, what would you say from last year this time to this year this time? Give us an overall thing at what has happened and what has transformationally been your biggest transformation, and how are you different?
Oh my goodness, it's changed everything, to be honest with you, because it was a mindset shift for me. Mm-hmm. I was always so in my head about, well, I'm not one of those people that can be on TV. I don't do makeup and I don't do all that. That's not my personality. I'm just who I am. Mm-hmm. And TJ, just like I said, really pulled me out of that bubble that it's not about me. It doesn't matter what all of those things. It's about you have information that somebody needs. And that information may be the key they need to live their best life. And that's what I'm all about, is people trying to live their best life. So I can't say I'm about that and then not be brave enough to be able to share what I know they need. Mm-hmm. And so it really has helped everything. And honestly, with the pitching, we talk about doing it with like radio and TV, and you specifically with getting on the different networks. But I use those same techniques now when I pitch conferences that I'm going to go speak at. I've had more speaking engagements this year, huge speaking engagements with huge finances behind them. Actually can pay your speaking fees because I can actually pitch them in a way that I know I'm not pitching me, I'm pitching the information. And that's the thing. I think so many people pitch them. You have to know your stuff, but if you can tell them how you can help their people, they are all about getting you to come talk to them.
So for those of you who have been here since day one, what's amazing to me, because I didn't prep any of this. Like I didn't prep any of them to talk about this part. And I don't think I even told Dr. Sandra what we were going to talk about. I was just like,
You didn't.
I didn't tell you anything. I was just like, are you available? And I need you to cover the eye of noise. She was like, yes, I'm available. So she didn't even know what she was going to be over here talking about. So, and really neither did I. I was just like, they need to hear from Dr. Sandra. But what I'm finding interesting, that this whole week, Dr. Sandra hasn't been here, so she doesn't know that everybody who came before her has said the same thing of how what they've learned to implement pitching for the media has translated to how they show up in every place else. And they're seeing how it's creating other opportunities. I'm just that beast and didn't even know it. But that makes me happy to know it's translating in ways that I never intended when I launched Mavericks. And I've seen even the shift of Dr. Sandra, of how she's really out there, and she tags me, and then I get to see her going in makeup for interviews. So I'm very, very proud, and I wanted you guys to hear her, to see that little post that she didn't think nothing of, because her post today, your post today was a rant about the state of drugs, the state of the kind of drugs that were coming into the ER. Tell them a little bit about that.
Yeah, because I was sitting in this conference and they were sharing all this information, and they were sharing things I had never heard of. And I'm a parent with teens, and I was sitting there thinking, you know what? My friends' parents probably don't know this. If I don't know it and I'm actually working with it, I've got the DEA people and the state trooper and all these people in front of me, then I'm sure their parents don't know this stuff. I mean, who's heard of butters and bath salts and walking zombie drugs? And so I thought, let me just put a quick post out there so that parents know to be looking for some of this weird stuff going on. And it, like I said, it's just didn't share.
It didn't share.
To know the information.
Which means she's going to be pitching that next. Thank you very much. So, anything else that you want to say, Dr. Sandra, before we say night-night to you? Or anything you want them to know?
Take the jump. I know it's a big investment sometimes when you're sitting there, you're looking at it. Because I thought the same thing, you've already, you looking at, okay, am I going to get back what I put in? I can tell you beyond a shadow of a doubt, I've gotten back way more than that initial investment. I mean, even if you're someone who's even thinking about like speaking, you're not really thinking about just the media aspect of it, but you're thinking about building your platform. Huge benefit to know how to pitch yourself to even build your platform.
And what's your latest book, Dr. Sandra?
Sacred Rest. That's the book that I've been pitching right now. And like I said, all this platform building has now set me up to be able to pitch the next book.
Yeah. All right. I appreciate you.
Oh, thank you for all that you do.
I love you, and I'll talk to you soon.
Love you too.
Bye. I was going to end the meeting. Yeah, that could be bad if I end the meeting. Okay, so that's Dr. Sandra. Once again, I bring these Mavericks on here so that you guys can see for yourself. You can see for yourself what's possible. That I want you to know what's possible. For people who are just like you, they holding down full-time jobs, they saving lives, and they know that they're sitting on something absolutely yummy that people need to know. So, with that said, let me go back to sharing my screen, because now we've come to the part for the people who are just now tuning in to show you how you get some TJ in your life. So a publicist is going to run you a nice chunk of change, right? Well, and to work with me, 101 in my top tier, the Book My Media Tour, is $13,500. And everybody, that's not in everybody's budget, even though I guarantee you, unlike most publicists, I guarantee you that I'm going to book you on ABC, NBC, CBS, Fox, or CW at least 3 times. And what I use, the methods, the strategies, the thinking that goes behind me booking my clients and teaching them how to rock the interview is exactly what's in the Media Mavericks Masters, the DIY program. And all week you've heard from people who, they're not celebrities, they don't have huge followings necessary, they didn't need a publicist. Dr. Sandra had a publicist for 4 months and didn't do anything, working with me for 2 weeks. She booked herself 6 times. And I've told you all week, so often I have a story, I have 30 minutes to read and find the experts. I look for the people who are tweeting, who are out there making noise, essentially, is what this NBC producer is saying. So you can do this, and you don't need tons of insider connection because you hang in this week with TJ, the chief noisemaker of the Media Mavericks Academy. And we're going to be teaching Masters Live for 10 weeks, starting August 16th through October 18th. Each month after that, we'll do a monthly live Q&A. That's what Dr. Sandra and you heard Bernadette talk about. That's where we worked out their pitch and everything like that. You have access to the private Media Maverick Facebook group. You get immediate access unless there is a tech glitch. You get immediate access to the current program, and you get to attend the live classes as well. And that access to all of that will last you through November 19th. Of this year, and then after that it just goes to automatic monthly of $29.97 that is automatically debited out of your account. First week, we're hitting on development and location scouting. That's where I'm going to teach you the foundation. That's where we go dig deeper into dreaming national and acting local. We start really plotting out where you fit. Crafting your segment is week 2. That's where we actually start shaping what that segment looks like. Week 3 is a webinar Q&A. It's our Q&A that you must show up for. Then week 4, it's all about the pitch. I give you the templates. You'll see the templates that Dr. Sandra used to book herself, that Bernadette used to book herself. This is the pitch on paper. Pitch yourselves. Boom. That's what the tweet from the NBC produced. Pitch yourselves. Make sure your social media is updated. We talked about that last night, remember? That's one of the homework assignments from last night. You do a social media check and find out who is the best source on the topic. We want and need women of color on television telling their stories. Week 5, it's all about the pitch on the phone. That's when it's not working in the email. The producers aren't responding to you. So you need to smile and dial and pitch yourself. So you get the templates for that. You get recordings of me pitching. And that is that slide is in the wrong place. Oh no, I moved it too far. So week 6 is Q&A webinar. I didn't go through the rest of the slide. Week 6 is Q&A webinar. Going live in 3, 2, 1 is week 7. That's where I teach you how to be a dream guest for the producer. Week 8 is controlling your segment. Controlling your segment. That is where I teach you the elements of crushing the interview. This is the module, the week where when Patrice Washington, she did not do the DIY. Patrice is one of my one-on-one clients. She did not book herself. She had a bomb publicist, to be perfectly honest with you, who had booked her everywhere. Patrice came to me to shape and craft her segment and show her how to actually speak in incredible sound bites. And as a result, she had 5,000 people opt in to her email list after 3 days of interviews. 5,000 people. She did national interviews. 5,000 people opted into her email list after 3. Oh, I didn't open up the chat. Sorry. I want to make sure I'm not missing y'all. Okay. So that is where. Hold on. There we go. So that is where we talk about controlling your segment. Week 9 is what after the show, what is next? This is how we talk about leveraging media. Leveraging the media for your next and your next and your next. And so day 7, I believe, you're going to hear from Shanice Cleckley, who leveraged the heck out of media and now is working with Google. And then finally, week 10 is the webinar Q&A. So if you go to the Mavericks website at MediaMavericks.tv, you're going to find that the Media Mavericks program is $3,500 basically. And it's well worth it. I don't back down from that price because you hear the results. 4 months of Dr. Sandra having a publicist, nothing. 2 weeks with me is 6 bookings. So there you go. So it's well worth it. So I set a goal when I came back from doing the movie with Shaft and Kevin Hart and decided I don't want to be in Hollywood on that level anymore. I want to actually play with my Media Mavericks. And so I set a goal for myself that Reneka, my team, and I are going after 250 new Mavericks by the end of 2018. So I decided to get savage with it. And as opposed to $34.97, it is now $16.97. So you get to save $1,800. And you have access again to November 19th, but you get access to the 2017 program immediately. And then after November 19th is $29.97 that will be billed, deducted automatically. And so $16.97, but you can even take advantage of a 3-pay. So you can do a single pay of $16.97 or a 3-pay of $632. Now, hear me. It goes up $100 when I go live tomorrow. So if you're going to leap, it is time for you to leap. Rhonda says, wow, I paid a whole lot more money for a program to kind of, sort of, but not really teach me some of this. A whole lot more. Uh-oh, Rhonda. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. So, I wonder what that was. So, single pay, $16.97, monthly, automatic, 3-pay of $632. It will be good. You have to use the code NMC for NoiseMaker Challenge Wednesday, all caps, at maverickshine.com, NMC /NMC Wednesday. Tish, Naka, one of y'all posting the link in there for them. You're posting the link in there for them, maverickshine.com, NMC Wednesday. Single pay of $16.97 or a 3-pay of $632, and it will go away tomorrow. This program is so beast that I had 2 Mavericks pay twice. They went through it the first time, didn't realize that I had grandfathered that first round of Mavericks into the program, and that made it available because they took the risk. I was building a program. It was the first time. So I wanted to reward them so that I could teach them as the program got better. They didn't know that and still paid twice. So I actually refunded their money. Now, if I didn't think this program was already beast, today proved it. Cosette, some of y'all saw her post in the NoiseMaker squad. I don't think y'all can see it clear here on Facebook Live, so I'll give you a gist of it. But Cosette, one of my new Mavericks, she just enrolled the weekend before last. So she's had a week. She dove in. Girlfriend messed around, sent out pictures this past weekend. And as a result, she got booked for not one, but two TV interviews. She says it. So last week I started looking, I'm doing this for Instagram and YouTube because they can't see it really clearly. So last week I started looking over the class material for Media Mavericks. TJ pointed out that we must begin in markets 30 and under. Remember I covered that at the very top? Well, I went through the list and selected markets that I'll be visiting over the next few months and started my homework. I emailed the producer over the weekend, and here's the outcome of going back and forth. Basically, the outcome is they're telling her what day and what time she needs to arrive. Then later on, she hits us with, okay, so this just happened. So I had to go like, is this a different one? I sent this out over the weekend and bam. Basically, I can't read it myself. Basically, they're inviting her to another show and telling her to bring a guest so they can actually show, she's a financial whiz. She's known as the financial physician. And so they're telling her, yes, not only do we want you to bring a guest that showed the transformation. Then, right before I went live, hold on, let me see if I can get to it. Right before I went live, she sent this to my inbox. Let me see if I can pull it up real quickly. Here we go. She says, I know you are going, where is it? I just lost the page. I know you are going on air shortly. Where'd it go? Just that quickly. Okay. I know you are going on air shortly, and I didn't want to really brag all day, but I also booked 2 podcast shows today And I just received an invite to join Conversations from the C-Suite as well. So I don't know if that's a record or not, but that's like 8 days. That's like 8 days. So when everybody's not capable of going beast mode like that, just understand we don't necessarily have the time. You know, everybody, that's fine. But I want you to see the program works. She's been in the program for 8 days and went beast mode and messed around and got herself booked on multiple media. So I'm telling y'all, this thing works. So if you have ever decided, ever wanted to be a maverick, this is the time, because I'm doing something savage with this. Not only can you come, but because I don't want you to walk the journey alone, you actually can invite a friend and it won't cost you a dime. Nothing. So, for those of you who may be new and aren't familiar, besides the results I've already told you, y'all who have experienced me, let them know she's the real deal. I'm doing this, if you're probably wondering, because I would think the same thing, that if it's really a $3,500 program, why are you doing it for this rate? And the simple answer is because I can. I'm teaching the class anyway, because I can. But it's my goal to have a whole bunch of media mavericks out there changing the game for people's lives. And for this window, I don't think we'll ever do this again. But for this window, I am doing it this way. But I think it's going to go away after we get past this window. So if you are even considering and thinking about it, you should leap, because at the worst case scenario, it's going to switch over to $29.97 a month, and you get to have access to the Q&A webinar, to the Facebook group, to me being active. And anytime I teach it live, you'll always be invited. Always. Anytime I teach it live, you'll always be invited, and it won't cost you anything because you're already paying the monthly subscription. So, with that said, no, I haven't hit homework yet, Tish. With that said, I'm getting ready to go to. If you go to the Facebook group, there has been a thread put there, because some of you don't have people that understand what you're doing and the explosion you're about to make. So you want like-minded people. So you may need a partner. So if you go to the Facebook group that Tish has already built, Tish, you're going to put the link in the chat. It's your I Need a Partner thread that you can get in there and talk amongst each other. And when you are ready, you figured out who your partner is, go to the link and actually enroll. But you got to negotiate that and figure it out however you want. But the system is in place that if you need somebody as a partner within the NoiseMaker squad, we've set up the system that y'all can find each other. So again, it's maverickshine.com/NMC Wednesday. This is good to tomorrow when I go live. The thread will disappear and this code will disappear when I go live. Also, I'm not done. There's a whole bunch of bonuses that's coming that's valued at $1,300. Bankroll My Brilliance is Nicole Roberts-Jones teaching you how to monetize your genius. Scroll-proof subject lines is how to write a subject line of that pitch that get that producer to open it. Stratagasm with Reneka Boyd. Y'all know she is my systems person of the strategy and putting things in place. Stalk the Producers is a special program Tawana Ross did to how you stalk the producers on LinkedIn. Webinar Tech Made Easy. That's Dr. Denise. She handles all of y'all. Hear me yelling and fussing with her all the time. Blogging for Business. That's Lakeisha Singletary. She is the SEO strategist. She has a whole program of how you now, this is where the news jacking comes in. She started teaching you how to actually use your blog for business. And then finally, tonight, every night, I've taken 2 people. The first 2 people, not team, but the first 2 people who say, yes, I'm in, teach. I will give you a 30-minute pitch review session that you can redeem after we've covered pitching in the program. So you write the pitch, I will critique it. All right? So $16.97 saves you $1,800 as a single pay, but $632 monthly payments for a total of $1,897. So it's a bit more. If you stretch it out, that's fine. It's totally up to you. And the last thing, your homework. Oh yeah, and you get me for free. Not for free. You get Lord, what am I trying to say? Two of y'all get me, and that's valued at $500. My pitch review, because my hourly sessions are $1,000. So there you have it. I put it out there. There we go. All right. So the homework. The last thing we got to do. Homework. You got 4 pieces of homework. You got the choose the 4 cities. So the details are going to be spelled out how you go about choosing the 4 cities in your emails. I'm going to tell you how to go look at the rankings. You know, you choose anything below 31. So it'll show you how to look at the ranking, find where you can fit. I just want you to tell the squad 4 cities that you're going to go after. Lorene says, how do we get the 30-minute coaching? What do you mean, Lorene? You enroll in Masters. That's for the pitch review. So you then do the pitch. You do the pitch. You blah, 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 blah. After I teach weeks 4 and 5, I think, and you go away and write your pitch, then you can submit it to me for review, and I will critique it, and you get 30 minutes. Is that what you mean, Lorene? Is that what you mean? Okay. So then you're going to go do that look at the national shows. Hopefully I get the email this time. I added the email address manually early today. Amber, Amber, put your email address that you use to register in the chat. And Reneka Tish, somebody pick that up, and so that we can let Denise, is Denise still here? Denise, take a look at her email situation. Yeah, take a look at her email situation, see if we can track down why she made it. And I'm assuming, Amber, you've looked in your spam. You've searched your emails for coaching at iseemeontv.com. You searched for that, and you looked in spam, junk, and Gmail promotions. Your homework number 2 is national show guests. Remember, you're going to go to the national shows. You're going to look to see if are there any options for you to actually okay. Denise is saying write down. She said all search Boolean specify. Okay. Shoot an email to helpme@mediamavericks.tv, Amber. helpme@mediamavericks.tv. Okay. And so that it goes directly to Denise. And you're going to, I forget how many I'm telling you to do to see if you qualify for any of the things that they're looking for, show guests. Then your third one is you're going to do a newsjacking video. You're going to look, let's say in the course of the last, month, and see what it is you can newsjack. And then I want you to do a 60-second video. 60 seconds, because that's all I have time to watch if I got multiple. 60-second video talking about your angle on that story. All right? 60 seconds. And if you don't find anything that you can newsjack, then I want 60 seconds of you serving, like Dr. Sandra did. She just wrote a post. I want 60 seconds of you serving the people on your timelines. Tag Media Mavericks Academy. Okay, so that I can make sure I see it. I'm looking for the email that shows the homework for yesterday. What email did it come from? All the emails are coming from coaching at iSeeMeOnTV, J. Marie. Coaching at iSeeMe on TV. Melissa says a news acting video. It got, exactly. I'm like, see, I told you, this ain't the Kiki challenge. This ain't the Zoom challenge. This ain't the water bucket challenge. This ain't even the level up challenge, even though we're leveling up. Y'all have to do some work. The whole point of this is for you to come out of the shadow into the spotlight. So yes, you're going to be doing a newsjacking video. The only reason why you don't do a newsjacking video is because you couldn't really find anything that you can newsjack. So you then need to actually just talk about your expertise and serve your audience. Is this a Facebook Live or a regular video? Regular video, you can do a Facebook Live, but for me, I'm only going to watch 60 seconds. And it's going to be the first 60 seconds. So if I were you, I would just say make it a video and upload it. And not do Facebook Live. Because I don't have that kind of time. But, Michelle, If you're still here, if not, it's on the replay. Michelle, you asked about how you can news jack. Anytime somebody is fat shamed, especially a celebrity or that's when you start injecting yourself into the conversation of how you're taking women who are big. I told you it makes sense now, right, Michelle? He's like, right, it makes sense now. It's like, duh, yeah. Anytime somebody's fat shamed or talking about their weight or something, then that's when you like, you know what? I specialize in making these women, you know, the best, or whatever your brand is, of making them sexy and, you know, no. Yes, don't have to be specific. Anything, anytime somebody is fat shamed, jump on that, okay? You already are that guy. That's going to make sure, that's going to even make sure you're even more of that guy. And then the last thing always is your ahas from today. Is your last homework assignment. So your email should be coming later on tonight. And unless y'all got something else y'all need to say to TJ. Yes, Oh, wait. Oh, I don't think I did, Renee. I didn't. Thank you. I didn't announce the winner. It was Rhonda. When we asked, what was the question I asked? I think it was, I forgot what the question was. But Rhonda, it's you. You get the second NoiseMaker. I'm a NoiseMaker. Yeah, as in me, yes, Rhonda, you. So Tish has probably already inboxed you the link so we can get your shipping information so we can send out all the shirts next week or the week after. All right, so unless y'all got anything else to say to your TJ, we have had a great day forward. Thanks for playing with me. Thanks for sticking around. It has been amazeballs. I'm so honored to lead you guys on this journey. And I'll see you tomorrow for day 5, which is serve. And you will hear from one of my VIP clients how she has a product, but I taught her to serve, not promote the product. All right? Night, night.